Hello, my name is DWright. I'm Dr. DWright. I'm a 2005 graduate of Georgia in the Social Foundations of Education program, which was in Adderhold Hall. My major advisor was Dr. Derek Ulrich, and some committee members included Dr. Jerome Morris, Dr. Maurice Daniels in social work, Dr. China Lee in history, Dr. Ron Baxter Miller in AFAM studies in English, as well as Dr. Cynthia Hewitt, who was at Morehouse College. She left Georgia from the sociology department and went to Morehouse College. I got involved in GAPS in 2001 when I was also the vice president of the organization. Kevin Williams was the president at that time, and we were actively involved in trying to make change there at Georgia. I guess one of the highlights of our activism was during the celebration of the 40th anniversary of desegregation of Georgia, where we had a protest, and then we later had a protest on the president's steps about the 1.9% campaign, where there were 1.9% African American males on campus, and also trying to encourage the universities to set up an Office of Institutional Diversity, which I think it still has, and make that position at the cabinet level, vice presidential level. So I think it was our involvement was very impactful. We had great supporting faculty and staff members. Like I said, I was in the Department of Foundations of Education, and they encouraged us. I studied education policy and history, so and did a dissertation on student activism. So this was sort of right up my alley. So I was supported by my chairperson, dissertation chairperson, Dr. Ulrich and Dr. Morris, and others who supported us throughout that time, and Dr. Daniels. And we just collectively would brainstorm ideas. We had a tight-knit group circle, Renita Ward, Kevin Williams, Jocelyn Warren, Montu, Lem, and a host of other people who were involved in the movement. Our organization sort of grew. We also had a mixture of, not only activism but good social events. Curtis Bird, who was the director of the graduate recruiting office, so he was very helpful in setting up some events and providing us opportunities to go to conferences like the National Black Graduate Student Association that was in Lubbock, Texas. Another person who was helpful in organizing some social events in Athens that made life well for us was the late Bernie Myron. He was an admissions counselor, but he was active both on the activism side as well as the social side. As far as being less active today as an organization, you just as a student, you have to sort of make time, sort of what's important to you. There's a lot of things going on regarding probably still the low representation of minority students at Georgia, and then also some of the policies that are implemented that impact the African Americans or students of color particularly. There's, Ferguson is going on right now, so that could be an issue, talking about the injustice that is taking place regarding the no indictment charge. I would encourage the board members to maybe have a retreat to try to figure out what you want to do do some research on some of the events that happened in the past, and even network with other organizations. I'm not sure if the National Black Graduate Student Association is still in existence, but that was one of the organizations. There might be, we connected with the Black graduate students at Emory and Georgia State to have functions and to address some of the issues that was pressing for students of color. I think this is a great idea to celebrate the 30th anniversary of GAPS, and I'm glad and appreciate my experience in Athens, and continue to support Georgia. Go Dogs. This is DWright, Dr. DWright, Associate Professor at Messiah College here in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. And again, it's been a blessing to have had the Athens experience and being a member and alum of GAPS. Thank you.